Hi there, welcome to my little tutorial. I'm a little sick right now, so I'm sorry if my voice is a little funny, but today I'll basically be introducing you guys to Flatpaks, or FlatHub, whichever you want to use it as, prefer to use, so on and so forth. Some of you may be wondering why you want to use FlatHub or Flatpaks. The reason why is essentially because each program runs isolated from others, meaning that each program has essentially its own dependencies, and it's less likely to come into a dependency hell if you're a more experienced Linux user. If you don't know what that means, basically it's just think of it kind of like a garden where you have different garden beds, and each plant grows in each of its own respective garden beds. Flatpaks can be a pain for certain things like Steam or game clients, which need to have multiple drive access or other things like that, but for the most part they're pretty much the ideal thing that you want to use. So this will be a quick tutorial on how to do that. Most of this should be compatible with other Linux distributions. It's just that it's going to be down to each little distro and how they each function. So some of it you might need to translate across, but I'm using Manjaro personally because that's my personal favorite distribution. If you disagree, then well, that's your preference, but hopefully this tutorial is still helpful anyways. So to enable Flatpaks using the pamac helper, the first thing that you want to do is go to the little hamburger menu, preferences, third party, and then enable AUR support and all this other stuff. If you're using the non-minimal version of Manjaro, what you'll actually see is below here, you'll actually see an option for snaps and for FlatHub, Flatpaks, whatever the proper one is. If I go to my proper system here, we go to system settings. Oh, not system settings, my bad. Add/remove software. The reason why the icons are different is because I have an icon theme installed. It's Light by Mac. But if we go to here, same thing. So this is where the hamburger menu would be, preferences. Got to enter my password real quickly, but that's fine. And then we go to third party. As you can see, if you scroll down, there's Flatpak, enable Flatpaks for and check for updates. Because we're running in the VM, which is a minimal install, we don't actually have that. And the reason why I'm using minimal install is just because you might have actually made this choice yourself, installed it, and then don't know where to go from here, and that's fine. That's what I'm here to help for. So if you don't have the minimal, if you have the minimal version, you can enable it that way. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to open the console real quickly. I'm way too used to using that key, so we're just going to find the console, and then from here we're going to make it relatively simple. So all that we need to do is sudo. This is basically saying that you want to be an admin. Pacman is the package manager telling us what we want to do. -s means sync, and in this case we're going to do yu. I forget what yu means exactly, but I believe y is like confirm, and then u is like user, so you're basically confirming or syncing the packages with the database. So we're just updating our machine real quick first. We're going to select yes to all these updates, and then once all these are done, then I'll jump back from the edit. All right, now that we're back, I'm going to basically just show you the simple essentials on how to actually install Flatpak now that we've updated our system. So to this will be relatively easy. Just sudo pacman -s, and then we want to do flatpak, and then we'll get a confirm which says yes. Just let it do its thing. As long as you don't have any dependencies or anything like that, it should be relatively easy and smooth. I think I am lacking some of the modules that it's going to request, so it's going to ask me to confirm and add some of those. Oh no, actually, so that should be good. Just to check that it's installed, we should be able to just type in Flatpak, and then we can see that turn green, so that means it's actually on our system. And you can see if we try and just enter it, it gives us the commands. So I'm going to give you a really quick example of some basic commands that you can do with Flatpak, just so you can kind of hit the ground running. So one of the first things you can do is you can hit Flatpak install. Oops, that's my bad. Install, and then search for the application name, or if you know the very specific one, you can just go right off the bat. Another thing you can do if you don't know what the specific application name is and you don't want to search for it, because as a quick example, if let's say you want to download Visual Studio Code, if you just type in code, you'll see you have so many results that come up that it's almost overwhelming. So you might not want to search through here. So you can always press 0 to abort. And then what we'll do instead actually is we'll go to, it is flathub.org if I'm correct. Yep, flathub.org, and then you can easily just browse this like a regular app store. So let's just say, for an example, I want to download this little 2D game right here, you can scroll down to the bottom and use this little install script right here for it. So I'm just going to use that as an example. You could easily just click that too, but I'm too used to copy pasting to paste into the terminal. Some people don't realize this, but it's actually Control-Shift-V, not Control-V. So we're just going to install this. That's probably, this is asking for some dependencies. So you can see it's asking for a couple of the things that the app would rely on. So we're just going to confirm that because frankly, there's not any strong reason not to. Okay, so now that this is finished installing, we can run the app in a couple ways now. So the first way that we can do is that we can use the specific launch application. So you can see here, if we use this exact command there, we can do paste into there, and that's why you got to remember the shift. My bad. Let me just clear that up so the command's right. You could run it that way. Oops. There we are. So you can see that we can run it that way. Nice and easy. Another thing that you might want to be able to do with Flatpaks 2 is know what things you have installed. There's various reasons for wanting to do this. To do that, it's really simple. It's just Flatpak list to list your applications, and there's everything that you have installed under Flatpak. To remove is also quite simple. You just do, actually we'll do updating first. Flatpak is also pretty intuitive like this. It's just Flatpak update. You just do that, easy enough. With this, there is a small issue where sometimes it doesn't like to leave, so you got to do Control-C to cancel the operation. As I said, there's nothing to do, so we're all good there. And then the last thing is that if you want to remove an application, you have to type in its specific name. The issue is with this is that we can't do, that game was called Open Surge. We can't do Flatpak remove open surge because that isn't the actual specific thing. It'll ask if you want to confirm it, but that isn't always the best way to do it. So what you can do instead is we could do Flatpak list. We can get the name of the application that we want to remove. In this case, it's org.opensurge2d.opensurge. So what we'll do now is we'll do Flatpak remove, and then what we'll do is we'll do the org.opensurge2d.opensearch, just like it's typed. Look at how cute that lines up. It'll just ask you to double check, and then you can hit yep, and then it's uninstalled. And that's the raw basics of using a Flatpak. If you do want to be a little bit more in depth about what you're doing, you can do Flatpak double dash help, and then that will give you a list of a couple of the commands that you can use. After checking quickly, I don't actually know exactly how to add the Flatpak support for this little App Store add / remove software thing, but frankly speaking, I think that's okay. Once you get used to the terminal, it's actually, I prefer to use it. I'm using the full version for my desktop, and to be honest, I never install Flatpaks this way, just because I find that this way is actually a little bit slower and less comfortable overall. So personally speaking, I like to just have, this little thing memorized. Once I know what it is, basically just find whatever application you want to use. Same thing, just scroll to the name of it. There it is right here. Go to the console, simply just Flatpak install, and then the application name, and then just go for it. That was my little quick tutorial for you. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them the best I can. And consider liking and subscribing. That'll motivate me to keep this series going. And have a good one.